welcome to Getting Real with Eckerman. I am Danielle Eckerman, your host. I am super excited because this is my very first podcast, my very first show. And so I guess I need to introduce myself so you know who the hell you're listening to. Well, I'm Danielle Eckerman, and I am the owner of Results Personal Training in Katy, Texas. Also, Reach, which is assisted stretching. And we're both in Katy. And so what we thought of, how fun it would be to have a podcast. And my whole idea of my podcast is women promoting other women in Katy, Texas. So just empowering each other, building each other up, all while having a fun conversation. And of course, we have to have a nice cocktail. So that's a little bit about us and Getting Real with Eckerman. I look forward to many, many weeks with you guys, just sitting around, talking to my guests. I have a lot of fun guests lined up, so we're super excited. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started. My first guest is one of my best friends. We've known each other for over seven years. Our boys are the same age. They were in kindergarten together. And how I met her was I was a room mom. I don't know. I've been doing it ever since. But and I needed to do a project for a PTA event. And I am not crafty by any means. I can pour you a good cocktail. I can coach you in fitness. But crafty and me do not go hand in hand. So little do I know, here comes this blonde hair beauty with a big old booty. And she did our project for us. And ever since then, she's been one of my best friends. So welcome, Mitzi Perkins.
Hey, everyone.
Twerkin' Perkins. Not only is Mitzi a neighbor, she's one of my good friends, but my very first guest, who I couldn't think of anybody better to have on.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming. She is her own entrepreneur in her own spirit. She is a blogger. And so she runs one of the up-and-coming big Houston blogger organizations, and she's going to talk about that. But first, we have to do the most important thing. What are we drinking?
Rosé.
Rosé all day. Every podcast will have a cocktail because that's part of our culture. Have fun.
We're both from Louisiana, and we both love our cocktails.
That's right. Guys? Cheers. And we are drinking Yes Way Rosé from HTxBabesWhoCreate. I usually do 𝗿𝗏𝗵𝗸, but they were out. So this is a good one. So, and look, I got my Iris cup. Mardi Gras is just around the corner, and that's a big thing in Louisiana. So cheers to Iris. My two aunts and my mom ride in that parade, so they'll be happy to know that I'm drinking and toasting to them on my very first podcast. All right, Mitzi, so let's get started. First of all, cheers.
Cheers.
Love ya. Thanks for joining me.
I didn't know this thing was going to be videoed, or else I would have put my fancy makeup on.
I literally just got out of the shower, so it's A-okay. It's more about us. Okay, so tell us about you first.
So I am a mom to 4 boys.
4 boys.
My house is absolutely chaotic. If you didn't see, my little almost 4-year-old is having separation anxiety. But a little bit about me. I was a photographer and owned a photography business for, I owned it for 7 years, but I have been
a good photographer too.
I have been into photography for 10 years. When my second son was, 9. No, I take that back. Mom brain here. When he was 3 months old, I decided to play around with my camera, and that's kind of how my photography business launched. I had it for 7 years, and then when I had my youngest, it was a lot being in front of the computer, editing photos. So I decided to take a little hiatus, and I went to work part-time for a boutique here she was local, and I worked there part-time for almost 3 years until the boutique closed in May. And that's when I decided I still love photography, didn't necessarily want to get back into my photography business, but I want to do something with it. And that's when I was approached by a dear friend of mine, well, actually several friends. They were like, you should start a blog. So I did, and I just hit a year. And a little bit about my content creation site and blog. So my Instagram is a lot of fashion. Homegirl likes to shop.
She loves to shop.
She shops my closet.
Yeah, it's a good thing you have 4 boys because you probably couldn't afford any girls.
No, I probably couldn't.
You can just spoil my daughter, Ellie, all the time.
I like being the queen, and I like spoiling her little queen.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what my Instagram is based on. My blog is a lot of parenting, recipes, home decor. I love to decorate, and shopping, of course. I am also the regional leader for HTxBabesWhoCreate, which is a local content creation influencer marketing group. We, I'm drawing a blank here.
Y'all do a lot of
We
stuff.
do a lot of stuff.
You host a lot of events.
We do.
All over Houston.
We have several events a month in Houston. It's a community. It's a strong community where we all come together. We all empower one another. And yeah.
Well, that's
I
why.
look forward to maybe coming in talking about the ins and outs of that business.
Yeah, because it's really cool. I mean,
it is. And we've just rebranded the company. We were formerly Blogger Babes Productions, Houston Blogger Babes, and we just rebranded last week, week before last, and now we are Babes Who Create. It's a more inclusive name. We want to have a more inclusive community.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I like that better, actually, because I mean, you guys aren't just bloggers. There's other people involved in that, like fitness, and Sarah does dance, and so I think it's important that you're reaching out to other people besides bloggers, because bloggers are intimidating. Let's just talk about. I mean, they're amazing. Don't get me wrong; they are on it. Like Mitzi has to post stuff 24/7, and
it's a very competitive market.
It is, but like you guys live in front of the camera.
Yes.
Like I hate hearing. Like I love to talk, and okay, if anybody listens to me, I love that. One thing about me, I love to talk. I'll talk to the wall. But videos, like I have to do videos for my fitness studio for results, and when I do live videos, I'm like nervous. I am super nervous, and that's why I even make Trey, my husband, go in the other room. Like he can't be in this right here because he makes me nervous, and it's so weird. But I think what's important is you guys are including other women that are, it's basically like the podcast. That's why I have you on the first one. It's women empowering other women, and that's what we need right now. We need, and men too, but like women especially, because we're all moms, we're busy, and we kind of lose our sight of identity because it's all about being a family and your family, which is important. But being a business owner, two business owners, and starting this, I think it's just important that we all support one another, whether you're in the same field or not.
It is.
And I think you guys do a good job of that.
Thank you.
But let's talk about the event that we went to. So we have 6 really good friends, and we're very close. We call each other the book club. The podcast. I'm going to reach out to her. It's awesome. But we go down there and support them, and it was at an Kirby Ice House. Down in Midtown.
Super cool
area.
Location.
Awesome area. And we have a great time. But it's a lot of bloggers, and it's mixed in with a sports club, and the Texans are playing, so you have your like normal people that are there to watch the Texans. Fun. And then you have your bloggers. And
I'm glad you came out and supported me.
Yeah, of course. You're always supported. Women empower women, Mitzi. Twerking Perkins. That's what we call her, by the way, because she got a big old booty, and she likes to twerk. But that's good, though. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you twerk, Mitzi.
Thank you.
No, but at the event, I mean, we want to talk about it. It's fun because you had boutiques there.
We did.
Doing tinsel. You do a good job of getting different groups in there.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to your next events.
Yes, so am I.
And my cover of my podcast came from the event.
That's where she got the idea from.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool what all spirals out of that and then into everything else. But yeah, we are very fortunate. We have good friends in our neighborhood, in our section where we live in Cross Creek. It's all on one street and behind a street. So we literally get together almost every weekend and hang out. Our kids play together. We have girl time. I mean, on a Sunday, like, hey, come over. We're lighting a fire in the back.
We do.
I mean, so it's just different things like that.
And our husbands are all friends. They all have their beer drinking nights. Yes. And we take turns watching the kids, and our kids play together. Pretty great. And at a drop of a dime, we have each other's back. So if something happens, we can take each other's kids. Or we all know how to break into one another's houses in case of an emergency, guys. That's right. Absolutely. So cheers to us for that. Cheers. 7 years going strong. Yes. Jeez. That's can't believe we've been here for 7 years. Yeah. I thought the other day it was like 6 years, but no, it's 7. 7. Wow. Anyways. 7 and 2 babies. You spoiled 2 of my babies. Jeez. You quit having them babies, okay? Yeah. Knock on wood. Yeah. Okay, so Mitzi, what do you think you would do if you were not working with the Blogger Babes? If I hadn't gotten into influencer marketing. Yeah, there you go. That's the right word. Influencer marketing. So fancy. What would you be doing? I don't know. I don't like to sit at home. So, I mean, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I love being home with my babies, but I like having my hands in all different areas. I don't know. I would definitely see you somewhere in fashion. Yeah. Like I briefly had a home decor business that I loved. Yeah. So maybe something. Yeah. Something in that range of things, because you're really good at that. Did we forget to mention that I really like to shop?
Yeah, right. Mitzi loves to shop.
And if you want the deal, I will hunt down the deal.
Well, you have like your thing set up on like to know it, so people can click on that. Which she fills me in on all this stuff because I don't know what the hell I was going. I'm like,
yeah, like these tie-dyed pants that I told her to order and she didn't order, and now she wishes she would have
I
ordered
did.
them.
And side note, my family is tie-dyed obsessed. We are big tie-dyed people. We wear it everywhere, and so we've been wearing tie-dye since I was a kid. But
yeah, that's like your family reunion shirts every summer.
Everything is tie-dyed in my family. My family is a lot of fun. We NOLA people, we in Illinois, we just have a great time when we're together. Almost too much fun to be exact. But
that's how my family was.
Like,
my mom and her sisters were all fun. We used to go out and we called them the Twisted Sisters. The Twisted Sisters. They did not need a lick of alcohol, and we would laugh and have so much fun.
Yeah, I think we should definitely tell the 4 viewers we have. I'm just kidding. It's going to get more, guys. I'm really positive about this. About that time, I hosted Thanksgiving at my house. I mean, y'all, we had 20-something people here, and my neighbors next door, old neighbors next door, they were gone. So half my family stayed there. Half of them stayed here at my house. And they came in from Illinois, New Orleans, and it was fun. And we had some in from Conroe area, hosted a big dinner, and then my mom and my aunt, my mom Honey and Jennifer, and then Julie and Mitzi, we were all sitting outside by the fire getting a little buzz on. And we have this thing we don't do anymore because we've matured a lot. I mean, we are so old now, but we used to TP our friend Jen's house, only Jen's. It was, I mean, like, because
we've gotten you a few times.
Well, we got me, yeah, which was stupid because you can't TP the TPer. That's,
And then I got blamed for TPing you one time, but it was really some of her clients.
Yeah, true. But Jen, our good friend Jen, she goes to bed the earliest. Now we all go to bed, but before she would go to bed the earliest, so we would literally TP her house. So we get a good buzz on, and my mom and my aunt and Mitzi and I go in tinfoil her husband's truck, put bacon.
Because they were limited on toilet paper.
Yes.
And I couldn't let myself in my house because my kids would have wanted to come out.
We had bacon. And then on the way there,
little turkey favors.
Yeah, and the cops got called on my house because we were loud. Because when you blink in this neighborhood, the cops get called on you, and we're very
Her
loud
backyard
people.
does echo.
It echoes a lot, and we have a lot of we're loud people. Okay, we're from Louisiana, and we're just So we get the cops called on us, and he passed my house, and this is around the corner, and nothing was going on. So he does the neighborhood, and all of a sudden he finds us. My mom in tie-dyed says, "I'm going to be a speed bump," and lays on the sidewalk. That was pretty funny. And then Julie and I hid behind one of the trucks, and then we got busted. So we had to say, we live in the neighborhood, and it was all fine, but we had a different encounter with the same cop, and he goes, "I know you too," in a good way, right?
Yes.
You got to know your law enforcement.
So we had to call the cops out for an incident. We were all out cooking on our street, and a car flew by, and
that was our crawfish boil.
It was not a good situation.
No.
And so we had to call our local police department. And, same cop came up to question me. He wanted my driver's license number. I'm from Louisiana, y'all. My old driver's license number in Louisiana was like that long. So when I moved to Texas, I've just never memorized it. And he wanted to know why I didn't have it memorized. I'm like, "Excuse me, sir, I just live down there." And he goes, "Oh, I remember the two of you."
Yeah.
And we're like, "No, you don't.
Yeah.
You really don't."
Well, you gotta know your police officers because they are important to us.
And we do live in a wonderful community with
yeah.
wonderful police officers. We're very thankful for them.
Absolutely.
But we did enjoy that little laugh.
Oh, yeah. So we are now over TPing. We haven't been TP'd or TP'd anybody's house in forever.
Since your neighbors moved.
Since our neighbors moved, yeah.
Over a year
But
ago.
because we're just so mature. And we don't like to waste toilet paper. Because I buy the good stuff, so I'm not wasting that good stuff. That Charmin's not going to anybody. But that's okay. But we have such a good time in our neighborhood, and we're about to get new neighbors.
Yes,
so
I heard.
It's like coming into, we're very welcoming, so that's very helpful. But we shall see, huh? The verdict's
It's not going to be the Louisiana block anymore.
No, we're slowly
But
dying.
we're very excited to meet the new neighbors.
And have them over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Mitzi, so I have a question for you.
Yes.
On your Like to Know It, if someone wanted to follow you, how would they follow you?
So you download the app.
Okay.
Search me. I am Mitzi_Perkins. And just hit the follow button.
And then tell me about that. So you link things up to different places.
I do.
Awesome.
I do earn a % of the commissions.
Awesome.
But it's mostly there because I get a lot of inquiries about where I buy certain things. And it's a convenient way to link everything up and shop my looks.
Awesome. Yeah, you do a good job of that. So I just downloaded like a month ago.
I had to show her how to use it. All this time and all these bloggers she's been following, and she didn't know how to shop online to know it. I had to show her.
Well, okay, to be fair, I am the worst person at technology. Like I am like ADD when it comes to that stuff. I'm like, oh, squirrel, I'd rather not pay attention. Trey, my husband, is really smart at that stuff, and he tries to explain it to me, and I just rather not. Why don't you just do it for me? Like, that's the thing. So my son's been calling me a boomer. I just found out what that means. Do you know what that means?
No, I don't.
It means that we're old. Like, we're not a millennial, which I don't want to be a millennial. I am happy I'm not a millennial. Oh my gosh, my dogs. You can't take you anywhere. But yeah, he calls me a boomer because I don't know what I'm talking about or what I'm doing.
My oldest is super quiet, so if he did know what a boomer was, he still wouldn't tell me. I've had to learn that I have to like corner him by asking him multiple different questions to find out exactly what's going on.
He is quiet.
Or I send him to your house and you just talk it out of him, and she fills me in on everything.
My son is not quiet. He is me.
No.
He looks exactly like me. People don't even know. One time in elementary school, this lady came up to me. She goes, "Are you Braden Eckerman's mom?" I'm like, "I don't know why." She goes, "Because you look exactly like him." I'm like, "Well, he looks like me, but cool."
Yeah.
But he's outgoing, but he acts like his dad a lot.
Yeah. Mason acts a lot like his father.
He does. And he looks
very quiet.
Exactly.
We're polar opposites.
He's quiet until he's not. That's like Trey.
Danielle eggs him on.
I can convince Josh to do anything. Like
she can.
Her husband is, if you don't know him, he's a huge, not like overweight, but just like big, broad shoulders. How tall is he? 6'4"?
6'2".
6'2".
But he's very like light. Well, he used to be light bulbish.
Yeah, and always has a wedgie. But anyway, so one time at their old house, I convinced him to jump in a little kiddie pool, belly flop into the kiddie pool, and he did.
He popped it.
And he popped the pool. That was after I told him to pick up because we told him he wasn't strong enough, so he picked up the play set and ran across the neighborhood.
Never tell my husband he is not strong enough.
Or
he still owns the Louisiana state record for bench press in his weight class, and without the what you call it, the little compression garment,
and no steroids.
No
steroids. Josh can't do steroids, but he also put on rollerblades because we convinced him to put on rollerblades. Did a handstand, busted his knee.
Yes.
The list goes on and on. It's kind of fun though.
It is fun. It's fun when we get Trey riled up too.
Oh yeah, that happens here and there. But
and the two, well, actually, I should say the three of them, because our neighbor John is just as much a part of the trouble. When you get those three together, it's hysterical. I
mean, we're very, very lucky.
Very lucky.
And then our neighbors in the corner, Keith and Danielle, he's always cooking. I mean, we get Louisiana cooked food.
We never have to cook on the weekends. Someone else is always cooking, which is good. I mean, I love to cook, but I only have one kid that eats anything I put in front of him. The rest of them are super picky. So I kind of get discouraged when it comes to cooking. So it's nice to kind of have that option where I'm walking down, I'm eating the food that they're cooking. We all put in for the ingredients, and everyone takes turns cooking.
It's great. It really is. It's fun. And I'm the bartender.
Y'all, there's a reason we stick to wine during these things.
Oh my gosh.
Her bartending skills.
Well,
she adds a double shot without requesting a double shot.
Well, here's the deal. Do you want like 5 shitty drinks, or do you want like 5 good drinks? I mean, you just gotta roll with it. And I'm a tequila drinker. I straight up love tequila.
But not mezcal.
No.
I like mezcal.
That's smoky, and
I like the
smoky. And you're becoming more of a drinker. When I first met you, she could drink like 1 drink all night. And I'm like, damn, I just drink like 10 drinks all night, and you drink 1 drink. But now you have been hitting that bottle a little bit too hard. I'm just kidding. But you're having more drinks, which is fun. Because before, you could literally sip on the same drink all night.
I still do sometimes. It depends on the drink. If you're making a drink, 1 drink the whole night.
Yeah. Well, I get that a lot. It's okay. Yeah. The only other person that's like that, besides my mom, is Kim Brown. She can pour a stiff drink.
She taught me how to make burritos, y'all. And there's a reason why she said to fill this like cup up, 90% ice, and then pour your burrito in. Y'all, those things will knock you on your backside.
Well, there are a couple people that try to drink with us, and it's not a good idea. And I'm not bragging on that, but we're not professionals, but we can drink. But like, I remember when Kevin, our neighbor, tried to drink, and he fell and hit us in the head with his Yeti.
You want to know a little secret? You just put a whole lot of ice in there and sip on the drink for a really long time. And it makes it seem like you're drinking.
Well, then you wonder why you always have, when people leave, you still have alcohol in your house because they don't drink. That's fine. That's cool too. I'm cool with that. I mean,
It restocks my bar.
Yes, it restocks your bar. That's awesome. Or I drink their bar. Either way, it's fine.
It's all good. We all take turns.
Yep. But I will say for 2020, well, I went to one of my really good friend's wedding in Colorado. So that was a party then. Well, shit, you know what? I said I wasn't going to drink as much, but I'm not going to drink
Monday
as much.
through Thursday, I'm good.
Yeah, me too.
Friday,
I
Saturday,
work too
Sunday,
much.
I do.
It's my time to hang out and
Yeah,
relax.
I do have a few drinks on the weekend.
But that's what we call, like at my studio, Results Personal Training, we call it habits. So we're creating good habits instead of resolutions, because I feel like, especially now, we're almost, at the end of the month.
Yep.
People's resolutions have dropped. I just did a couple live videos on this. I mean, you start off with all these grandiose ideas that you want to do to improve yourself, but they're too far-fetched. And I hate to say it, but time goes by fast. I mean, it really does. And there's no time for you to be like, oh, I'm going to lose 20 pounds in 2 months. That's stupid. You're not going to do that.
And it's not going to stay if you
No,
don't.
it's not. It's going to be I see it all the time. And we've been open for almost August will be 5 years. Can you believe that?
I remember that very first workout. I was pregnant and didn't know it.
Yeah. Gosh, 5 years. I'm proud of us. And it's a struggle sometimes. I mean, there's so much stuff coming out. And to each its own on whatever you want to work out, but we always have to stay on what's the next best thing. But I really do think that we strive on building a fitness community. I always said that whenever we opened the doors over 4.5 years ago, or 4.5 years ago, I said I wanted it to be a fitness family. And when you come through those doors, it is. People have never met before, and they're really good friends. We provide nutrition, counseling, motivation. We have fun. We have happy hours. I need to plan our post-Christmas party. We're going to go to Whiskey River and go dancing, whether people like it or not.
Fun.
I mean, we always have, next Thursday, we have our Visions and Vino night where people bring magazines. We sit around and drink, and we come up with a vision board for the next 3 months, projections of what we want to have in our lives. It's important because out of sight, out of mind. If you come up with these ideas, and with anything, not just fitness and nutrition,
you have
but
to
in
follow
life,
through.
You have to follow through. And
you
if you put it to the
it.
side, you're not going to follow through.
No.
I mean, you know that, having to be on your post stuff every single day, and it gets time goes
and you have
by.
to stay on top of the algorithms. You have to stay on top of everything. So my new thing is I have to figure out TikTok.
Why
TikTok is where it's
Isn't that where people just like make videos?
Yeah.
Like dance videos?
The brands are starting to recognize it.
TikTok?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I did a TikTok with 𝗿𝙧. It was a Mariah Carey Christmas song, and she cut me. I was like, you can't cut me from your TikTok.
So TikTok's where it's at.
Really?
Yeah. Whereas your average Instagram post, you might get 2 to 3% engagement. On TikTok, you're getting 29%.
TikTok. Mm-hmm. See, that's what I'm saying. As soon as you learn one thing, another thing comes out. Whatever happened to MySpace?
Girl, that's been gone. It tried to come back and then it couldn't.
MySpace was fun. That's okay. True confession. Trey, when we both worked with the Houstonian, before we were dating, actually I was dating somebody else, but whatever. He got a MySpace account so he could look at mine. MySpace. That's old school right there.
And then like you had your top 8 friends, and if you weren't in the top 8 or the top 10, then everyone was like, well, why aren't I in your top 10?
Yeah, and then you could put like your background would just be music.
Yeah.
Huh, funny, MySpace.
And then you had to go and find the code for your background so that you could have the pretty background. Did you do that?
Yes.
Mine was all blinged out.
Mine had like sparkly things on it.
Yeah.
Shoot, MySpace. Okay, well, that's funny because, these kids are spoiled rotten because
Yeah, they are.
They have iPhones, and when we were kids, my first phone was a Nokia wood green phone. And then,
I remember those.
Oh, no, it was so ghetto.
Yeah.
It was like, and then we didn't have internet. I remember when in college,
Dial-up.
I sent a text message, and my mom was like, that's going to be 75 cents. And I was like, oh, man, but now, like, you would...
So
mainly
limited.
you do text. These kids have no idea. We never had computers. What we did, it was like dial up. We had to go to the library or look in the encyclopedia. Do you know kids know what encyclopedias are? No. We had to look at encyclopedias.
They just bring their iPad to school.
Yes.
And I'm the mean mom that my kid still doesn't have a phone. But in all honesty, we're considering it. But the kid has no responsibility. He would literally leave the phone on the bus. Or the phone, he would drop it in the bush and then forget.
I will say, if Braden's bad, I take his away, and that's where he he will not be bad.
I send my kid to junior high with his gizmo watch. He calls me at the bus stop and he shoves it in his backpack.
But when do you think you're gonna get him?
When he can prove responsibility.
That is a big topic right now. With
It is.
Because kids are getting phones earlier and earlier, and
so
I'm
honestly,
sorry, 3rd graders don't need phones. 5th graders.
I can see a trend between my older two and my younger two. So my older two are 18 months apart. They're almost 12 and 10. He just turned 10. And whereas the older two, all their friends have phones. They want phones. My younger two, those parents are more like, my kid isn't getting a phone in junior high. We're waiting until 8th grade. Like, it's not as much pressure to get your kid a phone with my younger two than what it is my older two.
Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, Ellie, of course, Ellie's shiny bells and whistles. Like, she wants the next best thing, and she wants a phone. I'm like, when you get into 5th grade, I'll get you a phone. And it'll be an old phone, you know, with limited stuff. But, yeah, I mean, I think that these kids get the next best thing all the time. And I'm sure it was the same for us. Like, divorced child, I got a lot of stuff from each, you know, I was very spoiled when it came to that.
My mom hit the clearance racks. I wore the JCPenney and the Sears, but I had a lot of it.
No, I had name brand stuff. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was not by any means hurting for clothes and stuff. But I remember if I wanted Girl Talk. Remember Girl Talk? I got Girl Talk, Mall Madness, Dream Date, like all those. But those things were not as expensive as these kids' toys are now.
No, they're like super expensive.
I had this conversation the other day. Growing up, I went to almost every concert. True fact, I've been to almost every New Kids on the Block concert.
Me too, a musical.
Up to this date. Brooke and my friend Brooke and I have been to every single New Kids concert since they've come back. And I'm like, holy crap. I mean, you know, it's just, but like, I went to Janet Jackson. I went to Paula Abdul. I grew up going to Jazz Fest. I mean, it's just things that, like, I don't think tickets were as expensive.
But tickets back then were like $35 to $60, and now they're over $100.
There's no way we paid what we pay now for entertainment. And it's different. They didn't have all the bells and whistles. They stood up there. They maybe danced. Well, like Janet Jackson, Paula Abdul danced.
I don't know. NSYNC was pretty like extravagant.
Yeah, but like that's newer. Like when we grew up, I mean, that's a newer.
Yeah. Before then, I just went to country concerts.
Country concerts. My first country concert was Brooks and Dunn, Reba McEntire, and Pam Tillis.
I love Pam Tillis.
How awesome was that?
That was awesome.
But they didn't stand up there and like dance and play the piano. They just stood there. Well, they shook a little bit and sang, and it was the best concert ever. And then like you nowadays, and I love good concerts, but like went to Lady Gaga. She's amazing. She's super talented.
Was expensive.
It was very expensive.
We met up.
And then someone threw up in our seats before my friend Brooke and I got there, and so we got upgraded to the handicapped scaffolding. So we got great seats, but they were expensive.
Yeah,
Brooke and I took our girls, Kinsley and Ellie, to see Taylor Swift. It was amazing. We were high up, but our tickets were still expensive. It's just, they just are so different now than what we were growing up, because my parents would never pay what we pay for entertainment. But to me, it's an experience too.
No. So my oldest wants to see Luke Bryan at the rodeo, and I'm like, if I can find decent tickets.
Yeah. Well,
But I mean, I still feel like that's like a $200 experience before even parking.
Well, yeah, because they want to ride rides, and I mean, but it is a fun experience.
It is a fun
I feel like that's a part of the kids. I mean, like, well, we went to music festivals growing up. They go to rodeo.
Yeah.
Or like what Mardi Gras is to us, rodeo is to
them.
here.
Yeah.
I mean, Mardi Gras will still be in my kids' lives forever. We're leaving in a couple of weeks. It's going to get harder as they get older and get in more heavier sports. But I will try to, I mean, we have gone every year except for last year because we had the flu and my dad had his knee replacement done, and being on chemo, we couldn't go. But I will go as much as I can because it's always been a part of my life, and I want it to be a part of my kids' lives.
And I just did a blog article on that. Like, when we moved here, everyone was like, oh my God, you bring your kids to Mardi Gras?
Yeah.
And I know Britt's written an article, our friend Brittany's written an article for New Orleans Mom that it was kind of the same article.
Yeah.
You don't realize that it's just Tuesday everywhere else.
And on top of that, we don't go and bring them to Bourbon Street where they're showing boobs. Like, we go uptown, New Orleans, and we go to the same spot. It's a bunch of kids, and it's great. Or like, we used to go for Endymion weekend before my mom rode, and then we would go
cook out.
Yeah, I mean, but now we go the weekend before that,
Yeah.
and I mean, it's awesome, and it'll always be a part of their lives. But we're not, don't worry guys, we're not down on Bourbon Street where they're getting boobs.
Mardi Gras is not what you see on TV. There's a lot more to Mardi Gras, and there's so many different cultural Mardi Gras celebrations that, I mean, the culture in Louisiana is just amazing, and that will always be a part of my kids' lives, even though we don't give back as often as what we want.
Well, it's hard.
It is hard.
You're busy on the weekends. I mean, we have sports every weekend, which I love. I did that growing up.
Yeah.
So, do you ever see yourself moving back to well, she's from Franklin, which is just outside of Lafayette. So she's more Bayou than me. I'm New Orleans. We're not Bayou.
She's New Orleans.
We're just straight New Orleans. And New Orleans is a very small place. I love New Orleans. I never see myself moving back. I also married a Texan. So did you.
I did.
But y'all met in Louisiana.
We did meet in Louisiana.
I love Texas. I never see myself moving anywhere else. I mean, I think my husband wants to retire in College Station, but that's a long ways away from now.
So, I don't know. We get this question a lot. Not while our kids are in school.
Yeah, but
school systems are too great here.
Yeah.
To want to move back. But do I see myself moving back? I kind of can.
Yeah, you can.
Just because my husband's a huge fisherman, and the fishing there is good. Yeah. We love the culture. We love the festivals.
Yeah.
We may retire there, or we may just have like a little house there where when we want to go, we just go.
Yeah, you can.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, and I used to say, hell yeah, we're going back as soon as we can. But now, our community, our family, our chosen family, I don't know.
Yeah. I think also...
Jury's still out. But I can't say that we won't have, like, something in Louisiana.
Yeah.
At all.
I have my parents' house, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And it's
parents'
very
house
central.
is awesome.
And then my aunt lives across the street, so, you know, it's always...
And we always tell our kids they're stupid not to go back and go to school in Lafayette. Or go to college. Because as long as things stay the same and they don't change anything, they would get in-state tuition.
How?
It's a smaller school. Josh and I are both alumni.
Oh, they get in-state tuition because y'all are alumni? Nice,
Yep.
Nice. That's right. You went to ULO.
I did.
Raging
We're both
Cajuns.
alums.
I went to UNO. Best experience ever. It's so much fun.
Hey, any college in Louisiana is pretty fun.
I think any college is fun. My gosh.
Yeah. But we've tailgated in certain places. I'm not dropping any names. They don't party they don't have fun like we do in Louisiana.
Yeah. You should go to
Our
A&M.
fun's on a
A&M's
whole
fun.
nother level.
Yeah, it's different fun, you know. It
is different fun.
But I will say, A&M is a fun place to tailgate because Trey's aunt and uncle, they have an RV and they set it up and it's in a fun spot, and it's local. I love going up there. I didn't get to make a game this year because of softball because I decided to coach. Trey and Braden went up for one game for Alabama, but before that, we were up there every weekend. Hour and a half away, if that. So close.
My husband's not really an Aggie, but I'm sure one of our kids will be an Aggie.
One of them will. One of your kids will definitely be an Aggie.
Hopefully, my mini-me, our third, is a huge animal lover, and he needs to be a vet. He needs to go to vet school.
Oh, yeah, he's obsessed with animals.
Yeah. I forgot what he wanted me to rescue the other day.
You can rescue these two dogs that keep barking.
What did he ask me for? I don't know. Oh, I know what. I found our old dog, our old Chihuahua, our baby before we had babies. I found her entire wardrobe of clothes. And Gavin tries to dress our Chihuahua now in Lexi's old wardrobe before he leaves to go to school. And it's made us late every single day this week.
Oh my gosh.
Because Sophie's not used to...
Sophie just holds her by the neck.
He holds her at all times.
Just all the time.
I need to get one of those cat sweatshirts for him to where he can put Sophie in the sweatshirt.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. But don't do that. Don't really get him a cat sweatshirt. He's going to try to bring the dog to school.
He will try to bring the dog to school.
Miss Perkins, Gavin's at it again. He snuck in a dog.
Unfortunately, she's telling the truth.
Yeah, true story, for sure. Okay, so Mitzi, back to your blog, okay?
Yes.
What do you see your future going with this in the next 3 months?
The next 3 months, I would like to up my following. Go to MitziPerkins.com and read all of my blog articles, y'all, okay? I would like to start working with more brands. There are several that I would really love to work with.
Name one.
You put me on the spot here.
You can come back at that.
I'll come back at that.
I would like to work with Nike. Nike, if you're listening,
yes.
Just give me all your free shoes.
Yes.
I'll wear them around. People do that.
They do.
I follow some fitness people, and I'm just like, man, you get all that stuff for free. We do some collaborations. We have done one. We're doing another one with Athleta in March. And I love it because I love their clothes. Yeah. And you get to, they give you outfits and give you a discount. And, so that's...
it is a proven statistic that someone is more likely to buy an outfit off of you if you are a very influential person than a regular article or advertisement.
Yeah, I can totally see that. I mean, people, they do I love that outfit. Where'd you get it? Blah, blah, So yeah, I can definitely see that. So do you see yourself getting like bigger and bigger, like with brands? I can totally see
I would like to.
You do
I'm
such a
working
good job
towards
of
it.
posing. Like you're that
Thank
person
you.
that she has really good hair. I'm just gonna cut it and take it and clip it in mine. She has like thick, good hair. She doesn't wash it for like 8 days. It's really, I have to wash mine like every other day. It's disgusting because I don't have thick hair. But like you take really good pictures where like,
Thank you.
I do not.
Well, we're going to get you on that now that you have a podcast. And
Oh my gosh. But I think people just need to know with this podcast something about me if you don't know anything about me. I'm real. What you get is what you get.
And you don't throw a fit.
You don't throw a fit. I mean, I am not your beauty queen. I am plain Jane. I love fashion. Pinterest is my favorite. I love Pinterest. I can literally go on Pinterest because I have so many clothes. I love fashion, like, and I get ideas from like you and like our friend Brittany's really fashionable. And then I go on Pinterest and I like put in a jean outfit and it pops up and I have all that in my closet. But I don't think about how to put it together. You know what I mean?
Yep. And that's another thing I'm working on is my Pinterest account. Trying
Yeah.
to get everything on that end because I do get the majority of my hits on my website and my Instagram from Pinterest.
Yeah, screw TikTok. Start working on fucking Pinterest.
Well, we got to do Pinterest and TikTok. You
I
have,
think-
you have to do it all. You have to stay on top of it all.
But I think Pinterest, you would get more followers, right? Like go post all your fashion stuff so I can just follow you, okay? Because I try to do.
You already
boards.
follow me.
Okay, then I need to go pay attention.
Yeah,
See,
you do.
Boomer over here, I don't even pay attention to that stuff. I literally, if you look at mine, it's like the same outfit in different like jeans, boots. I have a jean addiction. I love Gap jeans.
I do too.
Gap jeans are my jams.
I like all jeans as long as it fits the booty.
Me too, but I'm telling you, Gap is my jams. Like and the problem is I go with the same damn color every single time. Like how many jeans can I have in the same color? Go look at my closet. I have them all.
Yeah. I go for the really distressed look. Mm-hmm. That's kind of what I gravitate towards. So then when we go to church and I need like a non-distressed pair, I'm literally searching for them.
Just put the patches. Remember the patches when we were
Yes.
kids? I like the distressed jeans, but like my problem is with squatting and stuff, they just get bigger and bigger.
That's why you need some stretch.
Yeah.
I love can jeans. Can-cans are my ultimate favorites.
Can,
And Target's stepping up their game. I love their Universal Threads jeans.
I like Universal though. They have cute tops.
Yeah, they do.
And I love Target, but when you go into ours, maybe the new change just like switched me up a little bit because I used to know where everything is. Mm-hmm. But if you don't find something right there, good luck finding it.
Yeah, our Target's really picked over.
It really, I mean, because Katy is huge. We live in Katy, Texas. It's the most. We're actually Fulshear, but we're on the border of Katy and Fulshear. We're Katy ISD. It's huge. I mean, it really is.
And that is the most shop store in the Houston area.
I believe it because I go to the outlet mall more than
That's why you just need to click my like to know it. You need to put everything in your cart and then select the drive up option.
Well, yeah,
or the
pickup. Yeah, that's smart. See, I like that.
I go home, I try everything on. Whatever doesn't work, I turn around and I just bring it back.
Yeah. No, I like that.
I don't spend as much.
Yeah.
Don't spend as much.
That's why I do like my groceries shipped to me because shit gets expensive.
Yeah.
And I do
the same
more wine
thing.
than I
do
too.
curbside.
Curbside, yeah, I do shipped. But because I paid for it for the year. And I like shipped. So shipped, if you're listening, pick me up as a sponsor. Just kidding. Well, let me tell you my goals with this podcast, Mitzi. Okay, so I told you earlier, and I told you guys out there, it's about, and I say women, I'm not opposed to interviewing men. I just have a lot of influential women in my life that I'm surrounded with. And I want to empower, I think it's important for cross referrals, right? Like building each other up because we all have a network of friends that, to me, building the community up is awesome. But empowering each other, like having a conversation, having a glass of wine or a cocktail, and really just like digging deep into things. And I know, like you and I know each other so well, but people that don't know us, I feel like it's kind of fun because we're just laid back.
Yeah.
And like you said, we get what you get and you don't throw a fit.
Yeah.
But my goal is I just want to, for people that don't know so well, that I'm getting to know better, to really get to know them better. And for people to see that like you can do this. This is how people build each other up. It's so important that we all just get along and build each other up. Just love each other.
Yes.
There's a lot of drama out there and we don't get involved in that drama. We leave that drama for your mama.
I stay in my house.
You stay in your house.
I stay in my house.
But so I just think it's stupid. Everybody just needs to get along and move on, right?
Yep.
And so that's what it is. It's having fun, talking to each other.
Life's too short.
Life is way too short.
If I've learned anything in the last...
And we don't need no more wrinkles, okay?
No.
Don't be giving me more wrinkles. On my cartoon, she gave me wrinkles. I'm like, don't be giving me wrinkles, girl. Gotta get that Botox.
I mean, if I've learned anything since 2018, since I lost my mom, is that life is too short.
Yeah.
Life is just too short. So embrace it.
Yeah. Man, that's 2 years ago.
Yeah, it'll be 2 years in June.
Yeah.
And Josh, if you're listening to this podcast, I want Botox for my birthday.
Yeah.
Okay?
Coming up in March.
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink.
And Valentine's Day, too.
I get so lucky because my friend Cindy does it for me,
Yeah,
but
you
she
are
lives in
lucky.
Colorado. I think I should just fly up there and do like a one-stop shop. Get my teeth done, get my Botox, and get some other stuff. Wink, wink. But, well, that's a whole other conversation.
Wink, wink.
I'm going to save that one for 𝗚𝗚𝗏𝗏.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I just want to say thank you for coming on, Mitzi.
Thank you for having
Cheers.
me.
Love
Cheers.
you, sister. And thanks you guys for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. It's gonna get better and better as we go. And
Yeah.
so
I look
once a
forward
week-
to coming back.
Yeah, well, for sure you're gonna come back. We'll have to have Tara on here too.
Yeah.
We'll bring
Talk
you
more
and
about
Tara.
Babes Who Create.
Yes.
Get into the nitty gritty of it. Really talk about it.
Yeah, but I couldn't think of a better way to start my podcast. So thank
Love
you
you,
so much.
sister.
Love you. All right, guys, this is it for the first podcast. Stay tuned for next week. And I have actually Allison Hogue on. And
You
so
can continue that conversation.
yeah, we'll continue the whole conversation because she's the raspy sisters. That's what they call us because we're both
The
really
raspy
raspy. All right, guys, y'all have a great weekend. It's beautiful outside, and you can check us out. Definitely check us out our podcast if you're interested in looking at personal training. It's Results Personal Training Katy, and then MitziPerkins.com for your blog.
Everything's there.
Everything's
Instagram's
there.
linked over.
And go to her Light to Know It. Get some really good stuff going on with that. And we will see you guys next week. Have an awesome day.
Bye.
Bye.